I'm guessing you want to make your own, right? Cool! So you just need to take your old curtains and bed sheets out of your closet and follow this step-by-step tutorial. The pattern has been shared in open source in the DIY section of the website milanavjc.com, so you can download it for free and print it on A4 paper sheets. Then you just have to stick the paper sheets together following the marks. If you don't want to print the pattern, you can also pick up the dimensions and trace out the shapes directly on your fabric. So the first step consists of cutting the pattern out of fabric, and if you want to get a two-tone bag with lining, you need to cut the two biggest pattern pieces twice in two different fabrics. The handle, however, only need to be cut once, so lay it on the desired fabric and take it off for the second one. Once the outside and lining pieces are cut, the next step consists of making small cuts using the tips of the scissors to report notches on the fabric. This will help you recognizing the folding lines later on. To recreate the full two-tone rectangle, take one big piece of each color and pin them right side together on the crossing diagonal. To avoid getting any fabric gap when you're turning the seam on the right side, you must anticipate this gap on the wrong side and shift pieces edges away from each other so that crossing point gets 1 cm away from the diagonal edge. Then, with the sewing machine, assemble both pieces at 1 cm from the edge and make sure to secure the stitches at the beginning and at the end. Repeat the same operation for the lining as they are completely identical. Then press the seam edges close towards any side, doesn't really matter. Now for the origami folding, fold up 1/3 of the rectangle piece right side together and align the edge with the notch we made earlier. Then pin along one of the horizontal edge, the one that meets the diagonal seam, and trace out the similar ones with an erasable pen. To make the finishing easier in the next steps, stop the seam 1 cm before the notch and double secure the stitch at the beginning and at the end to prevent from coming undone. Rotate the piece, pull out the corner of the first fold, fold up the remaining third of the rectangle right side together, and align the second notch. Then, repeat the pinning, tracing, and sewing operations to finalize the origami folding. Now you can pull out the two remaining corners to shape up the bag. Now that the lining is done, repeat the same process for the outside, as both of them are identical. Then, with an iron, fold up the edges toward the wrong side and press them flat at about 1 cm. Repeat the same operation for the whole contour of both the outside and the lining pieces. The next step then consists of turning one of the pieces right side out and slide it over the other one. Make the middle seams match perfectly and pin the entire contour. I recommend you to start pinning outwards one side after the other. This way, If you get any difference, you can then adjust the length on the outside pegs. Then, following the outline, assemble both layers by sewing all around at about 5 mm from the edge. Now, for the handle, the next step consists of folding up the ends toward the wrong side and press them flat at about 1 cm. Then, you need to fold the handle in two, right side together, and pin the open edge. With your sewing machine, now you can close the side by stitching 1 cm from the edge, leaving both ends open, but make sure you secure the stitch at the beginning and at the end to stop the handle from coming undone. Then, turn the handle right side out, roll the seam between your fingers and iron it to make sure the seam is well pressed. Now, to attach the handle to the rest of the bag, you need to fold up the peg edges towards the inside, press them symmetrically, and pull the bag end through the handle. Make sure the seam allowances are hidden inside the handle and pin to prepare the assembly. Then, to finish the bag, top stitch the edges at 5 mm from the edge and double secure the stitch, as we always get a lot of tension in this area. There we go, this video is now coming to an end. I really hope you enjoyed it and you'll take this opportunity to create your own bags. Of course, I encourage you to share this video, to leave comments and share with us your creation on Instagram with the hashtag Uamep Bag.